Hey sis, so I thought I'd record part one of this video while we're still in Colorado. Today's the day, we're going up to Minnesota. This video is long as fuck, and I know it's long as fuck, because I am trying to cram in 13 hours of driving into one 5-hour video. So, not sorry. So yeah, this is our way on the way up to Minnesota. Of course, coming on the way down is going to be its own little separate cute little video. I have 2 memory cards. I hope. I'm pretty sure I have 2 fucking memory cards. I don't remember taking the other one out of my backpack, but who knows. Right now I'm currently listening to Mortal Kombat 9x11 and Aftermath Story Mode all put together by MK Fire and Ice, because they are amazing. But I'm gonna continue to listen to that. However, I do just want to be completely transparent. I am not like actively listening to it. I'm only listening to it for the sake of the video, honestly, because I don't want to get copyrighted, quite frankly, by music that I'm listening to. I just feel like that would be counterproductive. So currently we are about 2 hours out of Denver. Why are we getting over? Uh-oh. Like, I don't understand. Why are we getting over? On the interstate, it's a law that you're supposed to, like, stay in the right-hand lane unless you're passing someone. However, there seems to be some construction. So, that's weird. But we're, like, an hour and 30 minutes out of Denver. We left around 3:30 in the morning. We're, like, in deep Colorado countryside right now. Approaching, I believe we're going to North Platte, Nebraska. Then we're going to Valentine, Nebraska. Myrtle, South Dakota is like another big spot. And then we're, like, the main destination is Fergus Falls, Minnesota. So yeah, I don't know. We go some weird way. I don't want this video to be just me driving, because I feel like that could get really boring for 5 hours. So I really kind of want to, like, talk and, like, I want to share stories as they come, and I feel like I have some stories I want to be able to, like, share and talk about, because we're not just going up to Minnesota for the hoot of it. Like, I really wish we were just going up to Minnesota to just have fun and stuff. However, we are going up to Minnesota because, as many of you guys know, my grandpa passed away in May. And my grandpa didn't necessarily want a service. However, my family up in Minnesota decided that it would be best if we do have a service, because ultimately, here's the way I describe most services, like most funerals and crap. The funeral and the service isn't for the dead, it's for the living, because it's like a coping mechanism for a lot of people. Like, the service is like a huge coping mechanism, and it's honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going to support my grandfather. I'm not necessarily support my grandfather because he's not living, but I'm happy to go and honor the memory, and yeah. Speaking of honoring the memory, I want to just tell stories about my grandpa while I'm on the topic of my grandpa, because even though I don't have as many stories as my brother, I still have stories. And I know we've told some stories about our grandfather before in a R.I.P. Grandpa Ken video. However, I feel like there was just, like, so many more stories that, like, I didn't necessarily forget about, but I felt like were so minuscule, like, so, like, not worth it until, not worth it, but, like, just such tiny stories that I didn't even realize that I liked or wanted to have. And one of those stories is... Okay, Auntie. I apologize. I'm clearly not in my car. I'm actually following my dad and my brother. Yeah, I just fucked it up. I'm following my dad and my brother. They're in a car in front of me, or a truck, my grandpa's truck. My grandpa has like this brown Chevy, I think. I don't know what it is. I don't know cars. But my grandpa taught like my brother everything my brother knows about cars and stuff. Like, with all due respect to my biological father, he never really was able to teach us like fatherly stuff as kids. Clearly, I mean, look at me. But my grandfather was the one to kind of teach us those like guy lessons. Obviously didn't work on me, but definitely worked on my brother. My brother knows a little bit more about cars and tools and fixing shit, which is just honestly amazing, and I'm really proud that he knows how to fix crap, because I don't at all. I do not at all. And it's really funny that I don't know how to fix shit, but I don't know how to fix shit. But I'm a lady. Should I have to know? So stupid. So I kind of want to talk about that for a hot second, because someone recently brought it to my attention. I don't have all that many stories about my grandfather. I'm sorry, guys. Someone recently brought it to my attention that due to gender stereotypes in our society, I equate certain actions to being male and certain actions to being female, such as men, in theory, not should, but men in theory, here's how I am going to explain it. It sounds so bad and so small-minded, and I understand that. I'm trying to work hard on that and not believing in this and like changing my viewpoint and stuff. But like, if my man and I are living in a house, or like something gets broke or some shit, or like even when we're dating, if I have a boyfriend and something gets broke, like, he should be able to fix it, in my opinion. Because like, I'm a lady, I don't want to get my nails dirty, I don't want to get my hands all nasty. Why are we getting over? Oh. There's a person with their emergency lights on his head. So I was like, why the fuck are we getting over? But like, my boyfriend or my dude or my husband or whatever, my significant other, should be able to fix shit. Because like, I'm a petite, gorgeous lady, and I don't necessarily think I need to know how to fix shit. Like, it's good to know while I'm by myself and alone, but like, I don't feel like I need to know how to like fix shit when I'm in a relationship. Like, I can fix certain things around the house. Oh my god, there's a Choose Life billboard, anti-abortion billboard. Okay. We're definitely not in Denver anymore. Wow. I swear to God, if we see a peach face billboard, I'm gonna scream. Anyway. I equate certain things to being like masculine and feminine, like fixing shit, knowing how to do that is very masculine to me. Knowing stuff about cars is very masculine to me, like knowing a lot about cars. For me, like knowing a lot about fashion and certain designs and silhouettes and what, there's fucking snow. Gross. Oh boy, look at the cows! I have to sex that to Sean. It's a running joke. Oh boy, look at the cows! That we passed. That's funny as shit to me. But like, I equate knowing a lot about fashion and dynamic silhouettes and knowing things about designers and whatnot equating to being more feminine. I consider, I feel like inherently video games are not inherently, but video games are portrayed to be very, very masculine. If I have a dude who's just like very anti-video games, I'm gonna be like, the fuck? Cause like I'm a lady who loves video games, like y'all know. And I don't like any video games. I like the violent fucking video games. I like my Mortal Kombat and shit. I don't like them first-person shooters. I like my fighting games where I can just beat your butt. This is so weird. It's probably just me being like, I'm a lady and my man should be able to like take me places. But like, if I had a boyfriend right now or a significant other and we were really close and they were on the road trip with me, I would want a significant other that's like, nah babe, I'll drive, like, don't worry about it. Of course I would ask every pit stop, like, are you sure you don't want me to take the wheel? Like, I like someone who's very like, nah, I'm good, I'll drive. Like, I also, like, as much as I love driving, I also kind of am like, if I have the option to be the passenger, I will take that option. In this particular case, if I have the option to be a passenger of someone I trust while driving, I'll be the passenger. Because there are certain people whose driving scares the living shit out of me. Example A, my brother in front of us. Or, just kidding, my brother's not driving, my dad is driving currently. But yeah, my dad's driving scares the fucking shit out of me. I'm sorry, this is gonna be posted on my channel too, along with a couple other TikToks that I've done, but I'm recording a TikTok. I'm gonna discard the last clip. That's so pretty. I haven't even got 15 seconds and we've gone dark to fucking light as shit. That's so gorgeous right now, y'all. I'm gonna post the Minnesota drive on my TikTok and I'm gonna post it on my YouTube. Honestly, TikTok's like amazing to me. I'm obsessed with TikTok. I think it's like a really cute and fun way to like post videos. Like, and I was never big into Vine. I was never one of those people who were really big into Vine, but I'm really big into TikTok, and TikTok is basically the new Vine. Except for much better, in my opinion. I like how TikTok gives you the option to shoot like up to 60-second videos. Like, I like how that's an option. Like, I hate it on, like, I believe Vine was literally like 6 seconds, period. Like, you never got upped. Like, there was never any longer than 6-second videos. And, like, that's fine, that's great, that's cute, but, like, how am I gonna show a drive to Minnesota in 6 seconds? I can much easier and better show it in 60 seconds, you know? Oh, holy fuck. What speed are they going? Oh boy, look at the anyway, like, just things that I deem Sean asked what speed am I going? I said 75. What about you guys? Like, I'm going the speed limit. I'm not trying to get a ticket as I'm texting. We just cruising. still want to go back to this, like, whatever. It was like, there's certain things that, like, I just deem, and it's so weird, especially because I am trans, and I don't necessarily believe that be on your bumper, asshole. Why the hell is my downloaded Mortal Kombat movie buffering? It's downloaded. Anyway, driving to me is like, keep your freedom, drive safe or sober. Drive safe, because I'm texting. Wow. But, like, I consider, like, this is why I'm obsessed with dresses, like, even though I don't wear dresses a lot, but, like, when I do wear dresses, I'm obsessed. Like, I love looking at dresses online, I love thinking about, like, I'm gonna buy a fucking dress, like, I do genuinely love thinking about that type of stuff, and considering that type of stuff, because, like, I just consider dresses inherently feminine, like, even though men wore dresses first. I feel like I'm a whole walking contradiction. Like, to me, I could never date a dude with, like, really long hair, because I want really long hair, and I have really long hair, and really long hair to me is just super feminine, and it's why I want really long hair. My entire family is like, your hair is getting so long, and I'm just like, it's not long enough. I want hair, like, down to my mid-back. Like, that's the goal. Sean said, just later, when there's more cars, Dad said try to be right behind him. And he also said he doesn't want you to get lost because you're his daughter. That's actually really sweet. There was an entire argument this morning. Actually, not an argument, but just like a whatever over that this morning. Just a little bit of a, it wasn't even a dispute, it was just clarification. My dad and I don't talk very often just because of life, I guess, unfortunately. And he said, because I had some things in the living room and stuff that I hadn't gotten, and he goes, hey sir, can you come in here? And I was like, yeah, let me go downstairs. So I just went downstairs and was already irritated about it because I don't like being called sir. Sir is the thing that actually irritates the fuck out of me. I hate.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
No, sorry, Siri. I hate being called sir. Like, it's my number one pet peeve at this point since I've been transitioning. Like, I hate being called sir. Like, I'm not a sir. I don't necessarily look completely like a ma'am, but I look more like a ma'am than I do a sir. I know that fucking much. Anyway. So because I understand people can't just get it overnight, so I am a little lenient with my family and a little lenient with everyone. they don't seem to understand is I don't know, like, gas stuff. How's your gas? It looks fine to me. Like, I'm not even at the halfway mark yet. Looks perfect. Long story short, basically, I went downstairs, I came back to the living room, he gave me my stuff, and I was like, thank you. Real quick, just because I know we said that during this trip, we were going to be open and honest and whatnot, I just want to let you know that I'd prefer if you didn't call me sir. Hell, you can call me it, but like, just don't call me fucking sir. Like, I didn't say fucking, but like, I expressed it in a way of like, just don't call me like sir. Like, that actually really, my dad doesn't understand the word, like, that triggers me, but being called sir really triggers me, honestly. I'm not a sir, I'm a fucking ma'am. I'm a ma'am or it, or non-gendered at best. Ma'am or it. I'm just a fucking enigma. You can't capture this essence, baby. So, the country smells interesting. It definitely smells interesting, but it smells so, like, good. Especially when you're leaving Colorado. I personally enjoy the smell. I used to hate the smell. But now I personally enjoy it. I don't think it's bad. Like, it just smells like, I don't know, cow manure. So gross. Y'all, are we gonna pass them or what? We're like playing passy pass with the fucking FedEx truck. But no, like, I like to see that he is trying. At least, I like to see that my dad is definitely trying. Because I'm trying. Because I really, like, I hate being framed as, like, this soulless monster because my dad and I don't really have a good relationship. And I just want my dad and I to be able to have a good relationship again. Let's not do a cruise control at 80. That would be dangerous. Like, yeah, leave me alone, Sean. We've been on the road for 2 hours. Go us. There's just a boat. There's a stranded boat. Weird. Weird. But no, I'm really trying. I really want my dad and I to be able to get along, I guess. Anyway, back to things that are inherently feminine. Skirt. So dumb. To me, at least. You want to know what style I really like? And this comes no shocker. Y'all know I like to be comfortable. I really like the style of, honestly, the, like, female equivalent to what I wear. I wear basketball shorts and a graphic t-shirt almost every single day of my life. So, the female equivalent, in my mind, is like leggings or like the cute little biker shorts with a graphic tee. Like, because I own so many graphic tees, I would hate for my graphic tees to go to waste. Like, literally my entire closet is like t-shirts like this, like with a cute little graphic, like Bianca Del Rio flipping everyone off. Like, it's great. I just want... I feel like there are certain fantasies I'm gonna live, like post-op transition, like to be able to put on a pair of leggings and not have to wear a spank underneath because it mashes things down and makes me look flat. Fantastic. Fantastic. To be able to wear biker shorts without having to worry, like, oh my god, is my bulge out? Or being able to wear like a skirt or something like that without having to think like, oh my god, someone's gonna see my dick. Like, that's fantasy, that's a dream. But, like, I also want to live the fantasy one day of, like, oh, it's, like, the Devo... There's this thing in Denver called the Devo Awards, and it's basically an award show every year for the Denver drag community, and my first year was last year. I went and attended, and it was a great show. I loved it. Basically, it's almost like the Grammys, the Streamies. Everyone gets dressed the fuck up to sit down, which I didn't know. I went in my sister's jumpsuit, as many of you may or may not have seen. But I cannot wait to be able to, like, go in a fucking prom dress. I could have, in theory, went in a prom dress, but, like, no. I have a penis, even though it's, like, empire waist, and it will not be able to be seen. It just feels not weird. It doesn't necessarily feel weird to me. It just gives me dysphoria, honestly. Really bad dysphoria. To be wearing women's garments with a penis still. It gives me really bad dysphoria, and that's so weird, and that's exactly what it is. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, I just don't fucking like it because, like, I'm actually not trans. Like, no, not that at all, because I've gotten that argument from certain small-minded people in my life. For me, it's just like, for me personally, it actually heightens my dysphoria to wear women's garments with a penis. Like, with my spank underneath, I feel fine because it mashes it down. But, like, nothing underneath, I'm like, oh my god, like, gross. Like, it, honest to God, makes me anxious. And, like, it doesn't make me anxious. I don't know, I feel like I'm talking myself into a fucking hole. Long story short, I feel weird wearing feminine things with the dick. Like, long story short. That's my own thing. Like, I have a pair of biker shorts that I brought for Minnesota just in case that I decide I don't want to wear my regular shorts and I want to wear my biker shorts. And, like, I have my spank in the back seat. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but I have my, like, full body spank. Not my full body spank, but I have my, okay, holy fucking A, son. I have my, like, it's almost like it's like a spank, and it covers my boobs, and I can wear it basically without a bra and stuff. It's pretty great. But it's It's not full body because it doesn't cover my entire body. It's not like a cat suit or anything. It's like a romper, basically. Romper spank. So basically, it just like, I have that, so I know like if I want to wear my biker shorts, I can. I fully intend on wearing my spank tomorrow for the service because I just want to look skinny. I don't want there to be any like bumps and whatnot in my. It's not even about looking skinny. I just don't want any bumps and fat rolls to disrupt the garment that is my sister's jumpsuit, as it's done so many times in the past. As my body has, honest to God, done so many times in the past, it disrupts the garment because things get caught in weird places and stuff. I just like making it look as straight and flowy as possible because that's how, to me, they're supposed to be worn. Just stunning and flowy and, basically. So, yeah. That's all. I'll be back. I don't know when, but I will. Oh boy, look at the cows! So stupid. Oh, can I just say something real quick before I leave? And like, log off for a hot moment? I got so emotional this morning leaving Muffin. Even talking about it makes me want to cry, because like, that's my baby girl. Like, my poor Bobby. But yeah, that's all. Love you guys. See you guys. Literally in 0 seconds for you guys, but for me, I don't know. It could be a couple hours. Who knows? Love you guys. Bye.